What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dev back with another one of these doggone videos. And today we're going to talk about INT Janemba. So, of course, last video I said you guys comment down below what units you want me to talk about. You guys did, and I'm going to get to them. So, INT Janemba. This is going to be a very simple video because there's not too much to talk about in Janemba. It's pretty self-explanatory. Guard, hit hard. That's what he did back then. And right now, obviously, he doesn't really hit hard anymore because we have units fucking doing like 18 million attack stats, 20 million attack stats type shit. So, I mean, and also quadruple super attack at like 11 million attack stats. We have all this crazy shit, so his attack stat doesn't mean nothing, but for the time, he was pretty goddamn good. Let's just say that, right? So he came out December 6th of 2018, right? And he completely dominated all of 2019 with his Easy A. There was no Easy A that was better than this guy in 2019. In Wuhan, no. Physical LSSJ Broly, no. Age of Blue Cock and Goku, no. You guys get the gist. Now, if there was one Easy A I would say that came close to this guy, that would be Tech Golden Frieza. Specifically because Tech Golden Frieza was a tank, more so like Janemba. But the only problem was that Tech Golden Frieza did not hit as hard as INT Janemba, so people really preferred INT Janemba over Tech Golden Frieza, specifically because INT Janemba was a two-way unit. He still is a two-way unit, but he's not really like as defensive as he used to be, but you guys get the gist. INT Janemba, two-way unit, offensively, defensively. Tech Golden Frieza, defensively. Now, you can say that provided you were in the right situation, Tech Golden Frieza could hit a nice-looking attack stat, yeah, but I'm pretty sure you had to fall below that HP threshold, and there was a bunch of funny bullshit you had to do with Tech Golden Frieza. But with INT Janemba, you get hit. He drops like a 4 million attack stat, which was good for the time back then. He was erasing the enemy. If he double supered, that's 8 million in total. So I mean INT Janemba was doing good. So let's go and talk about INT Janemba, and of course, why he dominated 2019. Of course, why I just said it is because one, there's no unit that was better than him with his specific Easy A, so he was the best Easy A TUR for basically, I would say like a year and a half, because the only Easy A, like other than Tech Golden Frieza, that had replaced him was Physical Vegito Blue in March or April. Was it April? I think it was March. Let's go over to March. Physical Vegito Blue came out in March, right? This is the JB timeline, by the way. When did Physical VB come out? Was it May? Yeah, it was May. Okay. So yeah, when Physical VB came out in May of 2020 for JP, I mean, that's like, I mean, May's not really half the year, but you guys get what I mean. He dominated the game for a year and some months. So that has to say something. Of course, why he did, I've already stated it, is specifically because A, he's guarding, B, he has built-in dodge, and C, when he gets hit, he gains 40% attack, but that 40% attack actually meant something, judging off of his stats, which was actually pretty goddamn high for the time. An 18k attack stat with INT Janemba was fucking ludicrous, and he had almost, he was like a shade under, well, not a shade, a bit like halfway under 12,000 defense. This guy's Easy A stats looked good. He guarded, he hit hard, he had dodge chance already in his passive, and he has one of the best link sets in the game. He has Shocking Speed, Big Bad Bosses, Brutal Beatdown, Nightmare, Metamorphosis, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. These Janemba units, Goku Black units, all these villain units have some of the best link sets in the game, so it's not really surprising that he had this specific link set. So, of course, how he fared during his time, he fared quite well, obviously. 2019 was the year of Legendary Goku event, yes? So yeah, May of 2019, guess who was doing well in there? INT Janemba. Super Battle Road. Guess who was doing well in there? Janemba, a complete dynamo. Dodging, guarding, dropping like 4 million, 4.5 million attack stats, and just going crazy. So I mean, that's really all there is to say about INT Janemba. Now, the issue with INT Janemba at the time, and it still is the issue with him now, well, two issues. One, his super attack effect sucks ass, and two, he's only on a handful of category teams, like a very small pocket-sized amount of category teams. Now, if I'm not incorrect, back then he was only on Movie Bosses and Transformation Boost. So him being only locked to two specific category teams, because if I'm not incorrect, didn't STR Cooler come out in 2019? Yes, I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he did. STR Cooler came out in Halloween of 2019. So, and who was the first movie bosses league? Wasn't it Dragon Ball Super Broly? Or was it Turles? I think it was Turles. Turles was a Halloween unit for not Halloween. Excuse me. I confused the 31st. So yeah, he was March of March 31st of 2018 for Turles. And let me check Dragon Ball Super Broly real fast. Later on that year, Dragon Ball Super Broly replaced AGL Turles. Okay, so yeah, Turles was okay. So Turles was out when Janemba got his EZA. So I mean, he was only on two category teams at the time. Yes, unless I got that incorrect. And he only gained two more category teams now. So yeah, of course, for the time, he did well in basically all the events in the game. He was a great two-way unit, and that was really more so it. That was really it for him. And the third thing about him is that he dominated for almost a year and some change. The bad thing about this unit, obviously, the lack of category teams and the shitty super attack effect, but if you get past that for the time, which he was able to get past it very easily, it was fine. Now, how does he look today? He's fodder today. It's like, there's literally like no specific reason to use him because you have LR Janemba. You know, you have LR Super Janemba. So like, there's literally zero reason to use this guy because he got hard replaced by the LR. But I mean, if you don't have the LR, you can still like run this guy for like super battle or something. He'll still get the job done, I guess. But I think that's really about it, guys. What's his best linking partners? Tech Janemba wasn't out at the time. You wasn't out at the time. You wasn't out. You was out, but you didn't have your awakening. You was out, but didn't have your awakening. You was out, but you guys were only on movie bosses together. I think you was out, right? You was out in 2019, yeah? When did Android 13 come out? Let me just check this real fast. He is right over here. Android 13 came out in 2019. Yes, he did. Okay, so he was with Android 13, so he could get a good amount of links off with him. You was out at the time, if I'm not incorrect. You was out at the time, but you were fodder, of course. You were all right for the time, okay, but you're obviously fodderized now. Of course, you were out at the time. I mean, linking partners don't seem like the craziest, but you guys get it. Janemba is a very simplistic unit. Offensive, defensive, juggernaut that dominated everything in the game and was the best EZA TUR for over, what, a year and some change. But I think that's really about it. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.